Oh, careful, hero. You almost made me spill my coffee. Right? You know how catastrophic that would be. I love the way your arms feel wrapped around me. This isn't how I expected things to turn out after I kicked your ass and dragged your behemoth self into the basement. Yeah. Bit of a rocky start, wasn't it? Have you thought about how you're going to plan your triumphant return to the public eye? You really should, you know. Some of us are used to living in the shadows, being isolated, the creepy, kooky introvert types who feel more at home away from people in general. And some of us are like you, bright, shining, conventionally pretty, comfortable in front of the cameras. Yes, I called you pretty. If you think men can't be pretty, you've clearly never looked in the mirror. You can be beautiful, even with all these hulking muscles. You probably bulked up this much so it would detract from how lovely your face is, didn't you? It's a shame. Don't get me wrong, the muscles are nice, but societal standards are terrible. Idiots. Sorry, am I being too clingy? It's chilly today and you're so warm. But really, you know the two of us can't just play house like this forever. So fess up, hero. When are you going to head back to the land of neon lights and leave your pity fuck villainess behind? Oh, struck a nerve, did I? And why's that? After all, who am I degrading here aside from myself? You know very well that the last thing I'm doing is challenging your performance. You've got good reason to be cocky, hero. You're excellent at what you do and how you do it. But take a second to let the blood return from below your belt to your brain. If we were to be a thing, how do you think that would work? Would we have to keep things secret? After all, I've been openly opposed to heroes, even caught on camera. That means I'd at least be in jail, if not worse, despite the fact that I've never killed anyone or caused major property damage. So you'd be sneaking off after some big press event to come cozy up with me? Have some popcorn, indulge in a bad horror movie or two, and sneak out at sunrise? How long do you think that would be sustainable? Seriously. I reiterate, great value brand dumb rocks. Look, baby. Shit. Sorry. Listen, hero, I don't really want to argue with you. I don't want to upset you, but you're not being realistic about this whole situation. We have a good time together. A great time, even, but this can't last forever. If I wanted to come see you, I'd have to be in disguise and wait until I could get you alone. And sure, we could script out and stage some sort of conversion where you bring me over to the ranks of a hero through the power of friendship or some bullshit. But really, do you think anyone would buy? Don't say that. Please tell me you did not just say, God damn it, hero. What is there about me to love? I'm scarred. I'm damaged. I'm fucking weird. I'm the total opposite of everything you stand for. I wanted to kill you the day I brought you here, and that was only a week ago. How can you say that you love me, knowing that? Stay the hell back. Don't you dare step any closer. Because I didn't kill you. Because you can see that there's good in me? No. I don't want to accept it. We've been having a good time. You're just letting the lack of interaction with anyone else cloud your judgment. Stockholm Syndrome. That's what they call it, right? When you develop feelings for your captors, or at least you think you do. You can't be in love with me, hero. Because then I have to accept that I love you too, and I can't let that stop me. Don't worry your pretty little head about it, hero. Did you remember yet why you and I are different? No. Disappointing, but I'm not really surprised. I had hoped that all the hints I'd been dropping would remind you, so I'm either really bad at giving hints, or you're just terrible at picking up on them. I told you that you're the reason I became a villain, didn't I? With you being such a positive, shining beacon of hope and justice, what could lead a normal teenage girl to decide she wanted to get pumped full of illegal serums in a foreign country to obtain superpowers? Still not ringing any bells, eh? Let me set the scene for you then. Real simple like, so you can understand. Hell, you may not have ever even known about it with the way you soups toss things around. You were in a battle with your biggest media rival villain at the time. All the joys of hulked up superhumans just throwing massive objects around like they were fucking toys. Not giving half a damn for the environment around you because there was always someone to clean up your messes. And if it was far away that you never saw it with your own two eyes, you picked up an 18-wheeler like it was a fucking Hot Wheels car and chucked it, trying to crush the villain and his cronies all in one blow, for the good of humanity or what the fuck ever. But physics still exists, even if you can bypass some of it with that freak strength of yours. You missed, because something that heavy takes time to move through the air. That huge truck crashed into an apartment building, knocked half of it over. And you know what happened to the top of that building, it toppled over onto a fucking school bus. Everyone inside died instantly, or at least that's the story they told us. And guess who was on that school bus? Hero. My sister was on that bus. And I wasn't. Because I was feeling like hell and stayed home that day. I should have been with her, and instead, she died and I'm still here. Living with the guilt of neither talking her into skipping school to keep me company, nor me just sucking it up and going in for the day anyway. There we are. The sense of recognition in your eyes. You remember that battle, don't you? You ended up taking out the bad guys. But how many totally innocent people went into the ground that day? I don't give a shit if you never knew about the damage. I knew. And the fact that you've always acted so recklessly to try to impress the masses despite the collateral damage makes it unforgivable. Your ignorance is not an excuse. Did you really do more good than harm when it boils down to it, hero? Do you know how many lives you ended and destroyed that your wonderful PR team kept quiet over the years? Yeah, you're fucking clueless. I can't decide if that makes this better or worse. So there you have it, hero. The difference between you and me. I've never taken a life, despite how many times I really wanted to end my own after my sister died. And yet, my plans changed once I got you back here. I wanted to kill you. I was going to crush your body under the heaviest objects I could find, but do it slowly, so you can have an idea of the fear my sister felt before the breath was stolen from her lungs and the life was ripped from her body. But when you were out cold, all chained up and helpless, it just looked like you were sleeping, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. You were so peaceful, so innocent looking, despite me knowing in my heart that you're a fucking monster. And even with all of that, I managed to fall in love with you. Because no matter your transgressions, you're just a guy, hero. A cute guy with a sweet laugh that makes my heart feel fuller than it has in over a decade. You're as busted up inside as I am. But no matter how much our broken puzzle pieces seem to fit together, it's time to end this. I wanted to think that I could get over it. She's been gone so long, and now knowing that you had no idea, I should be able to forgive you, right? Love conquers all, doesn't it? I do love you, hero. But love doesn't conquer shit when faced with the crushing weight of reality. And I can't keep going on like this. I can't heal like you can. What happens if someone finds out about us and goes after me to get to you? Did that thought even cross your mind? Of course it didn't. But it's a possibility. You can't protect me from everything, no matter how hard you might be willing to try. And no, I'm not going to hurt you. Like I said, if I were capable of killing you, I'd have done it already, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Hero, I'm tired. Tired of always looking over my shoulder, wondering if I've been grateful enough for what I do have, just in case some random accident takes me off the map. Did I call my parents and tell them I loved them in the past week or so? Did I visit my sister's grave and wish I could crawl inside the coffin with what's left of her bones? Would there still be some trace of her scent trapped in that enclosed space if I could be beside her? My sister was so loved, but love didn't conquer the weight of a building, crushing her body to pulp in a matter of seconds. Love gives us this illusion that everything will be okay. But we're all just one wrong breath away from catastrophe at any moment. I can't keep living with that uncertainty. So I'm finally going to take that last step, Hero. I'm going to become completely like you and end a life. Oh, damn, that stinks. Stay back. I spent so many years wanting to be nothing like you, to be the opposite of everything you stood for. And here I am now, exactly like you, in so many ways. Goodbye, Hero, and thank you for the spark of hope. Fuck, that hurts. I really hope I can find her on the other side.